Hello, hello. Uta Hagen here of Trans Widow Uta Hagen YouTube channel and Substack blog utahagen.substack.com. Uh, and I have the last of the daffodils and the first of the irises. I love these little ones. This is new for me this year. They're called Actea. The others came from a mix, and I can't remember these white ones. I can't remember the varietal name, but this is a vase that my mother gave to me. I'm making this video on Mother's Day of 2025, and my mother, on a trip to England, bought this little vase, and I have had it for a long, long time. Uh, and I'm going to now show you the first of the irises in the first of my really big bouquets. And I'm going to try and share the screen. And then this is deutzia, and I've got some spirea from branches from my bushes, which have also started blooming. So I'm really pleased. These white irises are a variety called Immortality. And soon I will have a video, a short of the iris bed when it comes into full bloom. It's full of buds right now, and I would say it's really reached a certain fullness, and I know that next fall I am going to have to divide the irises, but I have a lot of plans for them. So I first wanted to read something from my memoir, In the Curated Woods, True Tales from a Grass Widow. And this is regarding sort of how Nettie came to alienate my grown sons from me as the polarization of society really evolved in the early 2020s. I'm writing this about 4 years ago. Before Thanksgiving this year, I wrote some truths of my life, my true tales, to my sons, and linked Nettie, my ex, who thinks he's not only a woman, he thinks he's me, the mother of the children. It's not optimal to email thoughts long suppressed, but no chance Nettie would tolerate a four-way phone conversation. I was accusing my abuser in the open. And this was something that, despite what has now happened, which I think would have happened in any case, this freed me from what Nettie did to me, because he defamed me. He criticized me in front of our sons, basically from as soon as they could talk. While we were still married, when I had no idea that his business trips were fake business trips. I'm understanding that Bruce Caitlyn Jenner also did fake business trips for the purpose of his autogynephilia and cross-dressing. Okay. I was accusing my abuser in the open from my perspective, getting back to the emails I wrote. I wrote the tale of the discovery, the shock of reading the diaries and of the shaving, and because he came back from one of these business trips with all of his body hair shaved off, his chest, his legs, his arms. It was bizarre. Of course, the trip was to San Francisco. I continued the next day with the tale of the blue cards and that Nettie had threatened to take our older son back and leave me and the younger in Madison. He was only one, and he was still nursing, the younger one, in the fall of 1992 if I refused to return. This is how he coerced me, because he had detransitioned at that point, and I didn't have any proof of from the cross-dressing diaries or anything, and he said that he would accuse me of this heinous lying if I tried to divorce him and use my my new knowledge about his secret life in the court process. Okay. The day before the holiday, I wrote the third and final tale of Nettie's lies, whereby he avoided paying the child support, reminding them that this money was for them, not me. And being the keeper of the secrets destroyed me, made me feel coerced and erased. All parts of my family are going to know what we two parents know, I decided. I tried very hard to stick to the facts and be literate but not extreme in my descriptions. There is much, much more here in this book. The memories were jogged, and for me, there was no closing the lid on this Pandora's box. And I did actually drop off a copy of this memoir to my older son last year, at the end of the year. And one of the things I realized just now, I'm probably going to write a little blog about this, a Mother's Day blog about this, um, later today after I've done some weeding and my other plans for the day. Because, of course, my sons do not send me a card, they won't take my calls, and so on. And the reason it feels like Mother's Day is sort of New Year's Day and I'm starting my year over is that both of my sons have spring birthdays and they won't accept a call from me or call me. And we used to have a tradition that I continued from my own mother of calling them on their birthday and telling them about my experience of the day that they were born. And now they don't take that call and they allow their father to pretend that he did what I did, which is to have natural childbirth and be very, hardworking during my labors. All right. So I did find a very interesting little piece that I wanted to read now. This is from PITT, Parents with Inconvenient Truths About Trans. And those parents have a child who claims to be the opposite sex. And if if the parents have expressed, um, you know, skepticism about this and concern about the medicalization and the risks of cancer, incontinence, liver failure, kidney failure, early onset dementia, and all this from taking wrong sex hormones and from those surgeries, then the really corrupt field of gender therapy advises those patients to stop talking to their mothers. And so this is a section of a post from PITT. I think it's pitt.org. A letter to all the mothers gone through the ringer by gender ideology. That's my introduction to this. Now here is what they said. To the mothers who have been ghosted by their own kids, you live day after day with the heartache of estrangement. I see you. I know this pain. The days and the weeks and the years tick by. Maybe you get the occasional text. I don't. Or you see pictures on social media that break your heart. I don't subject myself to that very much. My mother's heart breaks with you. This grief cannot last forever. I do believe it will end someday. We will hope together, you and I. I can't let go of hope, and neither can you. The path home is there. Keep it open and wait. They will find their way home. And even if they don't, you can find your way to happiness, to fulfillment. And what my mother demonstrated to me is a life of service. She believed in, um, the importance of raising all five of us kids that she and Dad had. Oh, and she also believed in service to the community. And as I bicycle around my Hudson Valley town, uh, um, working on the three satellite gardens outside of my 2.78 acres of woodland and garden areas where I have my home, I also am serving the community and serving the pollinators by starting these gardens. And two of them are actually quite well established, and the third I am really enjoying. It's a blessing to have the knowledge that I do, which is really has been disseminated to me from my father, um, but which I've also educated myself a great deal through my activities and through my just research and watching Monty Don and other gardening shows. Um, and I feel quite fulfilled and quite appreciated by all the people who see me doing this gardening. Um, and so I'm planning on visiting all of them today. That's one of my plans. And uh, you can have your happy memories. There's me with my 2 day oldest son, and here is me with my two sons when my second son was about a week old. And here's my parents' only picture from their wedding in 1943. And I have the dress. And someday soon, I will do a little video about Lorraine's dress. That's the only thing that I asked for when they emptied out the house. So enjoy the day. Reflect on all the mothers who have gone before us, and go outside. Watch for the butterflies. I have seen yellow and white cabbage butterflies. I'm waiting for my beloved great spangled fritillaries. uh, Smell the flowers and count the butterflies, and come back, subscribe and like and comment. Thanks so much to all of you, loyal stalwarts and new subscribers.